Maria De Leon is a certified movement disorder specialist.
When I was studying biology, neurobiology at Penn, one of the doctors there had an interest and passion for Parkinson's. And that started me really getting, excited about the brain and Parkinson's and doing surgery. So right then and there, I was a sophomore. I told Mom, I'm going to be a doctor. Of course, she stopped asking me, what am I going to do the rest of my life? So I knew that I was going to be a neurologist, and I went to Queen Square in London to do more training, and I knew Parkinson's was my calling. Little did I know that there was going to be more than a calling later on. So
Her interest in Parkinson's disease became personal when she helped to diagnose her grandmother.
my grandmother, who lived in Mexico, she fell and broke her ankle. One look at her and I knew she had Parkinson's. But very shortly upon her arrival, we discovered she had a brain tumor. And that kind of started her decline more because of the tumor than the Parkinson's itself. And within about a year or so, I started to notice that I was having Parkinson's symptoms. Being a Parkinson's doctor, which is kind of, ironic, I was doing the usual tests for my patients, finger to finger tapping, opening your hands and walking tandem. All of a sudden, I could not do those things. I was looking at myself more than the patients going like, I can't do that. I can't open my hand. And I was having trouble driving at nighttime. I would go, to the hospital on call in the middle of the night, and I could not judge distance. I was always like, how far is that car? So finally, after 2 years of going to every doctor imaginable, Dr. Shees, who was my really good friend and who's also was my mentor, she said, Maria, this is in your brain, but not like you think. You have Parkinson's. And I was like, thank God. I still know my neurology. I knew something was wrong with me. I'm not crazy. But then was like, what about the pain and what about the vision? We ruled out myasthenia, we ruled out MS, we keep ruling things out, but we haven't found out the cause. And lo and behold, as soon as I started taking my levodopa, the pain eased and some of the vision problems eased some. I was like, oh, I can breathe, I'm feeling better, I'm thinking better, I'm not angry, I'm not irritable, I'm thinking clearer, I wasn't as fatigued. And then I thought, wait, the Parkinson's, this related to Parkinson's, and I started doing research, started to remembered a few patients talked about, having this kind of visual problems that we couldn't figure out. I started noticing that the medicines made my cycle worse, and then in turn my cycle made my symptoms worse. So I started asking other women, that were still young and were still having cycles, do you notice anything? And then I started thinking, and I saw this definition of a diva that said that doing extraordinary things with the normal capabilities, And so I thought, yes, those Parkinson's patients, they're doing extraordinary things with the limited capabilities they have. But with Parkinson's, what do? We always ask people to speak loud, to do big movements. So, divas are loud and not really in an obnoxious way, but that's what started me wanting to write about women. And I wrote about Parkinson's diva, and that's the book that started this whole movement of women in PD.
As a movement disorder specialist, Maria understands the value of keeping the brain and the body as active as possible.
I like learning new things. I like, history. I love history. So I like to travel and see those places, visit those places. Of course, with the epidemic, a pandemic has really put a halt on all that traveling. I'm a foodie. I love to go and try new things, learn new foods. And art, as you can see, I'm very colorful. I love art. I like Van Gogh. I like, Dali and things. So what is inside my brain is not what comes out, okay? So I'm not the painter, the artist that my daughter is. My daughter is an artist in the family. Mine is scribble, scrabble. I go walking with my friends. We used to go to the stadium. We had a routine when I drop off my daughter to school, just go and walk around. I like a lot of reading all kinds of novels, romance to, history, mystery is my favorite. Sometimes, medicine is an art as well as a science, and it takes time. So what I would say, find the right doctor, the person that listens to you, the person that you connect, so that you can have a rapport and build a rapport. It takes time to build a relationship. So in actuality, this area is known as the East Texas Belt for Parkinson's, even known in the 23andMe, they've they pinpointed that there is something here. The need that we still have, even in this country, for access to care, for affordable care, for equal care, because there's so many patients that, despite all the great strides that we made in the last 20 years and all the new medications we got and the new tools, there's still only a subgroup of people that are taking advantage of those new new treatments, new tools. I've seen time and time again with patients with asthma, like for instance, say that, 9 out of 10 times I was on that medicine, it was great, but I had to stop it because it was so expensive. Don't take no for an answer, and fight for what you need, for what you want.
Demand more access to treatments and wellness activities for all people with Parkinson's disease.
And so don't ever think that, you're being given a bad hand, or that, you're losing something, because in fact, I think we're all gaining something by this, something positive, if we learn how to value what is given to us and take advantage of it.
Dr. De Leon is a gift to the Parkinson's community. She gives us a valuable perspective on what it's like to have Parkinson's disease as a woman and as a physician. Even though she's a neurologist and trained at one of the top training programs in the entire world at Queen Square in England, she developed Parkinson's disease herself. So if you're a woman and you have Parkinson's disease and you're not getting your questions answered from your male neurologist or even from your female neurologist, she's provided a valuable book and guide to all women with Parkinson's disease, so you can understand how Parkinson's disease affects women and how it affects women differently than it does many men.